You have to carry your child and hold the umbrella and hold his bag and walk home. It's super inconvenient, okay? Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video today, I'm gonna show you guys what are the factors that I consider before choosing my son's preschool. My son just started going to preschool a few weeks ago, so these are the factors that I consider before I chose this preschool for him. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm staying in Singapore, so if you're not from Singapore, I don't know if this is applicable for you, but please feel free to just stay because I'm pretty sure all these factors will still be helpful for you to consider what preschool is right for your little one. Okay, so the first and the most important thing to consider is budget, because no matter how good the school is, if you can't afford it and it will stretch your family's finances, what for? So preschool in Singapore ranges from $400 to $700 up to 2,000 plus per month, and for infant care I believe is more expensive, but for 18 months plus that's the price range. So you should definitely see what is the budget that you are comfortable with set aside every month. For preschool, you can go to either government or private, and the fee is obviously different. Yes, if your child is a Singapore citizen, he or she will have CDA account, but then I still think that budget is really important, because if you want to go to an international school and the school fee is 2,000 plus per month, the CDA can only last a few months. Just make sure that you calculate your budget well and see whether the additional cost is worth it, because beside the monthly tuition fee, there will be additional enrollment fee, deposit fee, activities, uniform, and all this adds up. If your child is a Singaporean or PR, you can also take a look at what subsidies they can get. For example, the working mom subsidies or the lower income family subsidies. So you must make sure that you calculate the budget properly and see which school suits your budget. Next up, other than budget, this is also one of the biggest factors that you must consider, which is convenience. By the way, I've listed some note here, so pardon me if I have to see down here, because obviously I can't memorize everything. I just have to make sure that I don't miss any points. Okay, so you must see whether the preschool that you are looking for is walking distance, or do you need to take any bus or car, because obviously if you need to take bus or car, it will be additional time and cost. If you need to take car or bus, then you need to allocate some time for the commuting time, so you need to wake up earlier to make sure that you're not late. So please take that into consideration, especially if you hate waking up early like me. Finding a preschool that is near your house or your workplace or along your daily commute makes it easier for pick up and drop off, and it's obviously less stressful, right? Some school also offers bus services, so you can definitely see whether the school you're looking at offers that bus service. Okay, so I enrolled my son in the playgroup when he turned 18 months, because before 18 months it will be at infant care, and I don't think that's necessary since I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I can look after him. But convenience is really one of the biggest factor that I consider, because to be frank, I don't have a car and I don't want to wake up earlier to take bus, so I only find schools that are within walking distance from my place, because I think it's easier to just drop him at school and then come back home, and I don't have to spend a long time commuting to school, But if you're like me and you're trying to find a place that is within walking distance from your house, please consider this, okay? Please see whether it's fully sheltered or is it unsheltered, and do you mind having unsheltered walkway? Because during rainy season, it would be very inconvenient to have unsheltered walkway. So for me, the walkway from my house to my son's school is unsheltered, and I hate it whenever it's raining. And sometimes Singapore weather can be super unpredictable. One minute it can be raining, the next minute it will be thunderstorm. And let me tell you, when you have thunderstorm, it's super inconvenient to pick your child up, because you will need to hold your umbrella and you will need to hold your child, and most likely your child will want to run around and you have to carry your child. So you have to carry your child and hold the umbrella and hold his bag and walk home. It's super inconvenient, okay? So please see whether the school you're looking at is sheltered or unsheltered, and do you mind if it's unsheltered? Because honestly I mind, but I have no other choice because there's no sheltered preschool around my place. So just take note on that. Okay, it's suddenly raining thunderstorm outside, so the lighting and audio might be super bad, so I'm so sorry for that. Anyways, the third point will be operating hours. So you should obviously check whether the school you're looking at is offering half-day or full-day program, because it's very important, right? Especially if you're working, you want to find a full-day program, because I think half-day is only until 1 or 2 p.m. max. So my son's preschool is full-day program and it's until 7 p.m. So if you're working, I think it'll be easier for you to find a full-day program. I initially wanted to enroll my son in like a half-day program because I'm a stay-at-home mom, so like I can still look after him and I don't really want him to like spend most of his day in school. So I wanted to enroll him in like half-day program, but unfortunately near my house, all of them only offer full-day program. And after I think about it, also it would be nice for him to like be in school, meet his friends and play and have activity there instead of just like staying at home and watch TV, because like I also need to work. So you can see your lifestyle, whether half-day or full-day program is more suitable for you. Okay, the fourth point will be curriculum. So there are a lot of different curriculum, as you probably have already known, like Montessori, Waldorf, Reggio Emilia, play-based learning and whatever. But for me, because my son is like super young, so I don't think he will learn a lot anyways. Each approach has its own benefits, so you should see which one suits your child personality and also your education value. For me personally, I enroll my child in MOE preschool because I feel like at this age, like they still play more than learn. So I think for playgroup, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. But it really depends from one parent to another. So I really encourage you to see what curriculum does the school use when you try to find a preschool for a little one. Last but not least, and actually this is the most important, is that you should visit the center yourself. This is really important because a lot of schools, they can rate really highly on their website, but then when you visit the center, that's when you can actually see how's their cleanliness, the vibe of the place, the teacher, the principal, and how they handle sickness and the hygiene of the place. This is super important because when your child goes to school, they'll be sick like every other week. So how they maintain the hygiene, cleanliness, and also how they handle sickness is very important, because if your child is sick, they can't go to school. When they can't go to school, you probably won't be able to work if you're working. So this is very, very important. For me, when I visited the center where my son is at, so every morning what they do before they go inside is they will check the temperature and then apply hand sanitizer and check for hand, foot, mouth disease. And then all the visitor also must do this check. So this is very important to make sure that minimize the spreading of viruses. Although there can still be like virus, but then it's still like more controlled, I would say. And then you can also go inside the center and see whether the environment is clean. How often do they clean the cot, which is the mattress that your child gonna be sleeping on? All these are super important. For me, that time when I visited the center, I also brought my son because I wanted to see like how he reacts towards the environment, because kids are more sensitive. So if the place is not like, the vibe is not good, they won't feel comfortable. But when I visited the center with my son, he actually felt very comfortable, and the teacher was very like, they gave me the vibe that they really like kids one. So like that was a plus point for me. And also importantly, you must see the principal, because the principal is the one who's going to supervise everything. Having a good principal is very important also. This is actually optional, but for me, my son's center, I can actually see what they are doing inside because the window is open, although it's like black tinted glass so that the kids won't be distracted, but I can still see inside. So I feel like that will minimize abuse from happening, because nowadays there are a lot of abuse cases in preschool, so I was very scared. Luckily this place, I feel like it's okay. You can actually see the activities from outside, so hopefully there will be no abuse going on. But really, I feel like visiting the center is very important, and try to bring your kids there also if you don't mind, because you can see whether they feel comfortable there, right? And that's the most important, because we want our little one to be comfortable in school. So anyways, that's all for today. These are the 5 factors that I really consider before deciding on my child's preschool. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so that I can continue to make videos for you. And if you have any question or any video recommendation, please comment down below and I would love to hear from you. Alright, good luck finding a school for a little one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!